Good morning, friends. Here we are again, out in the mountains with a familiar view. How are you doing this morning? You doing all right? I hope you're doing okay. I'm doing all right. It has been raining the whole night, but it's stopped now, and that means that I can be outside in my usual spot with my cup of coffee, getting started on the day. Like I always say, I train for living an active, self-sufficient, healthy, and adventurous life. And this holiday has shown that the training's paid off because we've been hiking up and down mountains. I've been carrying children on my back, 12 kilo, 20 kilos, in one of those carrier bags, and it's been absolutely fantastic walking along these beautiful mountain paths, through beautiful mountain valleys, past little streams, through clouds, even on the overcast day that we had yesterday. We went for about a 1-hour hike to the town, one town over, and then spent most of the day on an indoor playground because the weather was really bad and there's not a lot to do in the mountains before we went up onto the mountains for lunch, and then came home and played with Legos the rest of the day, which was fantastic. Hey there, good morning. How are you doing this morning? Who's dropping by? It's my friend Borislav. Good morning. How's life in California? So, I'm doing good. My coffee is good, actually. I used a Bialetti percolator, which we brought on holidays with us, and some ground coffee. But they do have an espresso machine here, which is better than most places like this would offer. So that's also really nice. Thanks for asking. And I'm doing well this morning. How about you? How's life in California? I hope you're doing okay, and that you're having a good, I guess, end of the day where you're at. I also always say, that we're good just the way we are. We've got to love ourselves before we can move on. And when I woke up this morning, I sat down, I woke up around 5, so I've been up for an hour because it's 6:05 a.m. right now. I finished a short that I'd recorded the other day of me without a t-shirt, which is something that I rarely do. And I have pictures of myself, also progress pictures, shirtless, going back about 2 or 3 years. And I took a picture from last July while we were on holiday in Turkey, where I was also already working out, and I'd been working out for about 6 months at that point, compared to what I look like today. And the most important thing to take away from that video, if it comes by in your feed, is that fitness is about the way I feel, not about the way I look. But the nice thing about having a consistent workout schedule is that your body changes from the way you use it. So if you challenge it through strength training or conditioning training, or playing sports, it is going to take on the shape or size that it needs to be able to exert the kind of forces that you want it to exert during those sports. So that's something to just keep in mind. It's sunny and warm. Oh, you're so lucky. It's going to be 26 degrees again tomorrow here, but right now it is about 14 degrees, I think, in the morning, which is also why I'm wearing a jacket right now before I get started on my workout. But I appreciate you dropping by, Borislav, and for dropping by so many days in a row. I'm very grateful to be on this journey and to have you along with me here on this channel. Johnny boy, hi, good morning. I hope you're doing well. And thanks for dropping by and saying hello. I appreciate that. So as I was saying, it's about the way I feel, and it turns out that because I've been so consistent over time, my body composition, my body has changed as a nice side effect. I would be lying if I said I don't look in the mirror and think, do I look the best I can look? Because I'm a child of the 90s. I also have had Instagram, and I see a lot of influencers come by. But the thing is, being 40 right now, realizing that maybe some standards are unattainable, maybe some standards are completely unrealistic, because given the amount of time I have in a day and the amount of effort that I put in, I'm not saying this is the best result I could get to, but this is a very reasonable result in terms of how fit I am, how I look, how much energy I have, and how I feel in my day-to-day life. And I think that's worth keeping in mind as we're going on this journey, that there are more important things in life than the way we look. I don't know. Good morning. Thank you for dropping by and saying hello. It looks cold over here. It's not cold. It's slightly chill. But slightly chill is all right, because when we work out, we warm up anyway, and the air is so incredibly fresh. And it's like standing in the middle of the clouds. So it's quite incredible. But drop by again tomorrow, because probably tomorrow it's going to be wonderful and sunny again. And I guess the final two things that I just want to mention before I get started this morning is that the only way to get anything done is by showing up and doing the work. And you can see on my channel that for the last year and a half, but specifically for the last 9 months, I've been showing up every day, except for the period where I had a neck hernia. And even then I was going out for walks every day and sitting on the stationary bike every other day for training instead of weight training. And showing up and doing the work just pays off. It's 30 minutes a day, 20 to 30 minutes a day, little things. It's not only for fitness, right? It's also paying attention to my finances for 20 to 30 minutes a day, just doing a little check-in. Maybe paying attention to the quality of work I'm living, or my most important goal. Maybe it's 20 or 30 minutes that I spend thinking about or spend with my son or with my wife, talking about our life and what's going on and what we want to get out of it. But it's those little investments over time, every day, 365 days a year, over the years, will add up to tremendous results. And I guess that's what I mean when I say, show up and do the work. And I have this little tool that I use to kind of assess where I am in life. And, I draw it out as a wheel where I have my health, because if I'm not healthy, then there's not a lot else that I can do. Where I look at my physical health, my mental health, my emotional health, my psychological health, and then I look at my relationships. I look at my relationships with my family, with my sons, with my wife, with my parents, with my friends. And then I also look at the communities that I'm a part of and how I'm contributing to those. And it's interesting to see, and just to understand, where I am investing time always takes away from one of the other slices of that pie, so to speak. So if I'm very much invested in my physical health, usually I'm not as invested in my emotional health, right? If I'm spending a lot of time with my family for whatever reason, then I'm usually not spending a lot of time with my friends or investing in community. But if I'm spending a lot of time investing in a community, usually that goes at the expense of time I have to invest into my family and relationships there. And then the third quadrant, most important one, and it's at the bottom of the circle for a reason, because it holds up the others, is my financial health. It's my income, it's my savings, and it's my investments. And I can tell you, after 13 years of putting a lot of effort into that, is that pays off as well, because financial security and stress levels tend to go hand in hand. So now that I've reached a point of having reasonable financial security, I also have a lot less stress about things that could happen in life. So just, keep that in mind. And then the last quadrant is my fun quadrant, the opportunities, the things that I purely enjoy doing for the sake of doing them. Sports is one of them, but those are more creative things. It's things like creating videos, or writing, creative writing, something that I enjoy. How much time am I able to invest in that? Am I doing anything in those areas because they give me a pure sense of fulfillment and pleasure? And when we talk about psychological basic needs, competence. So those are some things to consider, just looking at life here early in the morning in the mountains. Maybe there's something in there for you. This is the way I've looked at my life for at least the last 10 years. And I think it's helped me structure my thinking around which areas of my life need attention and which areas of my life maybe require I need to invest less in because they are good enough the way they are. Enough talking anyway for now. Let me put away my coffee cup, say hello to everyone who's tuned in, and then we're going to get started with today's workout. I'm going to start off with a little bit of mobility. Hey, Sharky and the Tigers plays. Good to see you again, and thanks for dropping by. I appreciate you. I appreciate you saying hi and coming back again. I hope you're doing well. Am I permanently calm? No, not at all. But early in the mornings, yes, and the environment really helps. You're all making my day. You should check me out when the kids are running amok and they don't listen. I try to hang on to my zen in most situations, but doesn't always work, and it shouldn't always work, because as human beings, I think we have a wide range of emotions that we can experience in life, and we should. But at 6:15 in the morning, yeah, I'm usually this calm because, life is pretty good. It's quiet, and we can just chill and relax and have a good start of the day. Now, it is time to get started. Like I said, I'm going to start off with some easy mobility. And once we're started with that, we're going to move on with strength and conditioning. I was going to do predominantly strength, but since it's a bit chilly, I feel I'd be better served doing more mobility, because it'll keep me warm. And thanks for dropping by and saying hi, everyone. I really appreciate you being so active and respectful on the chat this morning. Well, that feels good. And I'm sure we're going to have a fun 20 to 30 minute workout today. So, here we are in the mountains, relaxing, and starting off our day at the break of dawn on this overcast day. And I do hope it's not going to start raining again today. do some breathing. Pardon me. Do the famous W hitchhiking. And I'm going to pick some apples. I'm just going to check if you've left any new messages. I'll be right over. No? All right, very good. Well, we're going to get started in a moment. You know, I am sure glad that I learned how to use kettlebells this year and that I brought them along on this holiday, because this workout in the morning is just really paying off for my overall well-being. We won't need the mat for a lot of the kettlebell exercises, but handy to have here just in case you decide to do some floor presses in the mix, which I probably will do for the upper body. Alright, we're going to get started. Get started with a relatively straightforward and simple flow. And then once we have that done, we're going to move on to the conditioning. But here comes the strength part of it. One of the most important things during any kind of activity or workout is to just keep breathing. Normal, calm, regular breaths as the birds flutter overhead and the clouds drift by through the mountains here on the Austrian mountaintop. All right. The flow. The flow with two hands. Full body check-in. See how we're moving and feeling this morning. Feels pretty good. I'm going to do 5 more of those. Then we're going to do alternating rows. And we'll do floor presses. With a 12 kilo. Fight off the chill here in the mountains. What a morning. What a life. And it is Monday morning, I believe. I think this week we're also going to do a toboggan ride. As my wife really wants to. Maybe the oldest one will enjoy it also. All right. So we're going to do some rows. 10 left, 10 right. About 3 to 5 sets. Probably 5 this morning. Before we're going to do some conditioning. And we're going to alternate the rows with floor presses. Because we did a lot of overhead presses yesterday already. So don't need to do too many of those. Hey, hallo kampioentje. Wat zeg jij? Help papa. Papa is nog aan het sporten, dus papa maakt zijn sport even af en dan kom ik naar binnen. Ja? I love you. Nee, dat kan niet. Dat kan niet, lieverd, want papa is nog even bezig. Ga maar lekker spelen, ik kom zo. And of course, when you put the kids to bed that early, they will also wake up very early, but we're going to finish the workout this morning. Hey, Jonathan. Have a good day at work. Say hi to everyone I know there and give them my best from here on top of the mountains. Thanks for dropping by. I hope you're doing well. All right. Some floor presses to finish off this first set. And Jonathan, I always appreciate you dropping by to say hello in the morning, and I look forward to catching up with you soon. Okay. First set done. Second set. And we've been at it for about 20 minutes. Heart rate's still pretty low because we're not doing anything too intense this morning. The reason for that is that we have a whole day of outside walking and mountaineering and hiking ahead of us. So we need to spend our energy wisely. At the same time, you want to get a good workout in. So you want to get that volume in. You want to make sure you feel you've done something. But I can guarantee you that I feel that way after every workout that I do. So anyway, that's what I'm going to be up to today. Walking through the mountains, spending time with the family, quality time, and just enjoying this amazing scenery and the amazing fresh air and all of the beautiful sights the mountains have to offer. And then by the end of this week, we are driving back home. We're going to stop by an ancient Roman fortification on the way back. Because when you have a ten to 12 hour drive with kids ahead of you, you have to plan fun and somewhat educational stops for them. Fourth set. And the fifth set. Now, final set. Floor presses. Then on to some conditioning work. All right. A 1 minute break. And then we're going to do about 10 minutes of conditioning work. That's going to be every minute, on the minute, for about 10 minutes. I'm going to try to get about 10 repetitions of everything I'm doing in on each side. And we're going to call it a day. And it's also going to be 7 a.m. It's a good time to get on with all the demands of family life or work life. hand to hand swings. Okay. To do clean and squat. This is going to evolve into a clean or a swing, a clean squat and a press. It's the final complex. And the final set, left and right. See, complex like that will really get your heart pumping. And now we're done for today. So it's a swing, clean, squat, press, swing, clean, squat, press, swing, clean, squat, press, swing, clean, squat, press, swing, clean, squat, press. And the last one on the right. And then we're done for the day. And I'll come check out your message in a moment. Swing, clean, squat, press, swing, clean, squat, press, fourth set, fifth one, and that's it, friends. We're good. See, complex like that will get your heart rate up and get you in the zone. Boris Love. Very good. Those are important things. Boris Love, thanks a lot for dropping by. Jonathan as well. Let's see. Ash88. Thanks a lot. Koala, thanks a lot. Sharky and the Tiger Plays. Anudut. And Johnny Boy. Thank you all for dropping by. I appreciate it. Like I always say, I train for living an active, self-sufficient, adventurous life. The training's paying off. We're good. Just the way we are. We've got to love ourselves before we can move on. And the only way, friend, to get anything done is by showing up and doing the work. Thanks, Borislav. I hope you have a good evening and a good start of the day tomorrow. And I'll see you tomorrow for another day here in the mountains.